where are we going?
Turtle Rock.
Turtle Rock, Irvine, California. Let's go.
Okay, so right now we're actually at Turtle Rock Community Park.
Yeah, so this video we're going to be doing just a little driving tour of Turtle Rock, which is a neighborhood in Irvine, California.
One of my favorite neighborhoods, if not my favorite neighborhood in all of Orange County, actually.
Yes, it has a little bit of a different flavor of pretty much every other spot of Irvine, largely because it's very hilly. A lot of Irvine is really, really flat, so you're getting a lot of homes like crammed together. You don't get much of a lot. Like, you see a neighbor in front of you, behind you, on both sides, like diagonally. You're always accidentally looking into your neighbor's window, not meaning to. Whereas here in Turtle Rock, they couldn't do it because it's too hilly, and you'll see as we drive around just how hilly it is. In fact, I used to be part of it was a cycling community. It was called the Coffee Crew. It met every Tuesday and Thursday. I don't know if it still does, but we would come cycling through here because it's very hilly, so it's, part of the good workout.
Yeah, now to our left, actually, right here is Shady Canyon. So this is another area of Irvine. Very, let's see, how do we put it? Very desirable, very high in demand. Very ritzy, it's got a gate within the gate. It's a gated community, and within the gated community, I think there's another gate to see some of these houses. So these are homes with they're bigger lot sizes, nice big homes. However, we don't want to get sidetracked. We're in Turtle Rock, which again is fantastic.
So before we continue, let's just introduce ourselves.
I'm Sean Dezahd.
I'm Courtney Dezahd, and we are both licensed real estate agents here in the state of California. And if you are thinking about moving to Irvine or anywhere in Orange County and the surrounding areas, don't forget to call that number right there. Reach out to that number right there, and we will set you up with a member of our team who will help you get started on finding that perfect property for you. Whether you're 3 months out or a year out, it's never too early to get started.
You'll see it's very green right now. So we've had a ton of rain, and normally these hills are not this green. I feel like the Sound of Music right now, like it's so green, especially for Southern California standards, and this is not normal.
So we had to turn around because we just kind of got turned around from where we were. But yeah, we're heading back to Turtle Rock. Bomber Canyon is on our right, and as Sean was saying, Shady Canyon is just ahead of us.
Yeah, and actually, as Courtney was mentioning, so the topography here is hilly, so you have actually homes with lots of views here. So a lot of Irvine, there's no views, right? It's flat. You have the Brady Bunch grid system where there's someone all around you, if you have lack of a lot of privacy. Turtle Rock, just because of the topography, when you have views too, they can't really build that densely here, which is helpful. And yeah, again, I actually absolutely love this community because you're west of the 405 freeway, so you get that sea breeze, that cool air, those cooler temperatures, because Irvine can get pretty hot.
Yeah.
We used to live in Northwood, and it would get pretty toasty in the summertime. Turtle Rock, you definitely don't have that same kind of climate. I know we're splitting hairs here. People are going to say, what are you talking about? Northwood has got fantastic weather, which is true. If you're judging this from a national standpoint, fantastic weather. However, Turtle Rock, you're getting that much better. Now we're really splitting hairs, but this is what people pay for. They pay they'll pay for that little bit better weather. They'll pay a heck of a lot more money.
Well, yeah, Irvine, people do, when they call us, they definitely get sticker shock in terms of how much your dollar does not stretch in Irvine. But Newport Beach, which is the bordering city to it just to the west. Now, if you think that your dollar doesn't stretch in Irvine.
Yes. Talk about sticker shock.
Yeah.
Median price points $3.5 million. It gets pricey. And then so this is Sierra Ridge, one of the many tracks within Turtle Rock. Again, I just love Turtle Rock. It's just so nice here.
Yeah, so as you can see, this little neighborhood in Turtle Rock is a little bit on the older side in terms of when the homes were built.
Which is most of Turtle Rock. A lot of stuff was built in the 70s, 80s. And then there are newer developments. Turtle Rock is interesting because you have homes, townhomes, condos. You kind of have a little bit of everything here. And even some of these homes, there's homes that are 3,000 square feet, but they are technically attached dwellings because they do share a wall. So you would think a 3,000 square foot property, you wouldn't have an attached wall. But again, that's just how some of these are set up.
So So another reason that people like Turtle Rock is it's very close to UC Irvine, which is a top tier university in the entire United States.
Like last we checked, was that 34th?
Yeah, something like that. Ranked 34th.
And like between private and public, so this is not just public school thing.
So obviously a big job hub. Obviously a lot of companies, pop up around UC Irvine because of all the innovation that's going there. So that's a big reason people like Turtle Rock. And then Turtle Rock is zoned for University High School, which niche.com consistently ranks as either number 1 or number 2 in Orange County for top high schools. It's usually competing with Troy High School, which is right next to Cal State Fullerton. This is all according to niche.com, but as you can see, when they're next to the university, that tends to have an effect on the school.
Yeah, and actually Turtle Rock itself actually has Concordia University, so that's another university that's actually right here. And then as you can see, again, I just love how, again, you have the mature trees here. It's nice and hilly, again, which Irvine doesn't really tend to have. And you have tons of parks. So we always talk about Irvine, the land of 10,000 parks. That is not an exception to the rule here as well. Like tons of parks in Turtle Rock.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel because we're going to be doing a lot more driving tours because we do a lot of vlogging where we're actually getting out and showing you different things, getting out of the car. But obviously we're like cherry picking what we're showing you, right? A lot of people want to know, well, what is it actually like in these neighborhoods when you're actually driving around, where you're not just showing the actual houses, right? Or showing the actual commercial centers. What do the streets look like? How big are the streets? What's the traffic like? That's what we're trying to show you here. So we're going to be doing all of Irvine, all of the neighborhoods of Irvine, and then we're just going to keep going. Obviously, how long this takes, I don't know, because...
And depends on viewership, too.
Yes, we do.
Maybe you don't like this. We don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Like as Vince Vaughn says, like some people don't like me, I don't like some people like this.
Some people don't like me, I don't like certain people.
Well, that's true, and I agree with that.
Courtney definitely subscribes to that. But yeah, it's interesting. Actually, I will say about Turtle Rock itself is that you don't really have any commercial/retail within Turtle Rock. I mean, I might be wrong. I don't think that there's actually any.
I don't think there is. I think it's right, but it's right next to UC Irvine. So
yes, and also, go ahead.
Well, you get that big commercial center that's right there, right?
Exactly. I mean, so you're really close to some retail establishments. It's just that within Turtle Rock itself, there's not much going on. It's just almost all residential here, if not completely residential.
Yes, and there is a hill to get in here, or a street to get in here called Ridgeline. Very steep, and we used to run it because Sean and I, we actually met at UC Irvine because we were both runners.
So that's Concordia. So I get you. So this is Concordia University to our left.
Oh, okay. So as runners, we would come out here to run in Turtle Rock because again, you get a good workout when you're running around here.
Oh yeah, especially that hill was that like it felt like it was a mile long. I'm sure it wasn't that. Well, I don't know. Could have been a mile.
I don't know.
It was
long.
Pretty steep and went a ways, and
it did.
I hated doing those. Like doing repeats of that.
Yeah.
Brutal.
I hated it too. Yeah, you can see the mustard seeds or the mustard plants. You can tell that it's springtime here in Orange County, and like Sean was saying, much greener than normal. Usually it's rather brown.
Although I will say, like all the lawns and stuff here, I mean, this would be green. Like so the hills, like obviously the untended hills, like those wouldn't be brown. But obviously all the other stuff would be like nice and green. I mean, that's actually what, like, you have a lot of shade here because again, Irvine can get a little bit hot. I mean, especially in the summertime.
Yeah, I really like the eucalyptus trees. There's a lot of nice eucalyptus trees around Turtle Rock. And
again, what's cool is that you're not, again, you feel like you're away from a lot. I mean, you like the hustle and bustle of Orange County. You are not far away from where all the action is happening.
Yeah, for sure.
And I will say though, just be aware that cell service can be hit and miss here. I mean, sometimes, I guess depends on who your cell service provider is, but I've had tough times at times here.
So Turtle Rock is really nice, and I will say probably the biggest con of it is the price. I mean, it tends to be on the higher priced side for Irvine.
Yeah, so this is another development in here. This is Turtle Rock CREST. These are homes that are attached technically. I mean, they have like shared wall, but they're big homes. I mean, like they have 3-car garages. They're, I don't know, about 3,000 square feet, give or take. and really nice. I mean, they have views. So it's, again, with Irvine, it's very rare to have views, and you get that here.
Yeah, I don't know how the camera is picking it up, but we just keep going up a hill, up a hill, up a hill, up a hill.
And then some of these homes are detached as well. I mean, this is, as you get up higher, obviously the views get nicer. Yeah, I don't know how much you could see, unfortunately. Like, it's...
Well, we could go down that.
Nice,
Let's
going to go up to the top. And then
yeah, we'll go up to the top and then turn around and show you. Yeah.
To the summit.
It's funny when you get here at night and then you can actually see all of the lights below, because it's funny, living in Orange County, you don't really think of Orange County as being like this big metropolis, right? Because it's so suburban, it's such suburbia. And then when you see all the lights, you think, oh yeah, there's actually a lot of people that live here.
Yeah. And you can see a lot of community features too. So Irvine is one of the OG, like all these neighborhoods have their own community features about them. And, so you lots of pools, tennis courts, that kind of stuff. So not only are you within your, let's say association itself, but then you're within the neighborhood association also. And if you don't like HOAs, you're going to have a hard time in Irvine. There are a couple pockets with no HOA, but not much. I mean, the vast majority of Irvine, you're within an association of some sort or another. And again, I don't mind it because I grew up in this, so I grew up in the insanity that is HOAs. I like the fact that it keeps things somewhat uniform and clean and tidy. However, some people are going, you know what? This is my home, my land. I don't want to have, any association at all.
Yeah, you can see the hills beyond us.
Are the hills alive with the sound of music?
Probably not.
So you're saying this is not like the Alps?
No.
All it feels like is, look how green this is. It's never this green. It's never this green. All it takes is a few atmospheric river events to just make this all nice and lush.
Yeah, and I think it's supposed to rain next week too. And you can see on our left, those are some condos. Like Sean was saying, there's a lot of not only just single family homes, but townhomes and condos in the Turtle Rock area.
And then within Turtle Rock, you do have some gated communities. So this is Turtle Rock Summit to the right here. So if you're looking for gated, depending on what you're looking for, if you're looking for gated or not gated, some people are, you want to reach out to us so we can point you in the right direction, because Irvine has a little bit of a mix. It's mostly not gated, I'll be honest with you, but at the same time, there are some options. Yeah, so this is Concordia University right here. This is a private school. But yeah, there's actually some homes that actually butt up right against Concordia University. Nice area over there.
And then we'll show you University High School, which technically is pretty much just across the street from UC Irvine. Obviously the outskirts of UC Irvine. But
yeah, UC Irvine, it's not where all the
main
facilities are,
campuses,
but yeah.
But it's UC Irvine land.
Although the ARC which is the recreation center, like that actually is not that far away. It's pretty close by actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's been so long since Sean and I were at UC Irvine. Every time I go by there, I just marvel at how much more construction there is there and how it doesn't look anything like I remember it.
Yeah, and they actually do call it UC Irvine. Another way to call it is under construction indefinitely.
Yes.
So they just keep on building.
Well, I think it has about 35,000 students now.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, that's like double when we were there. Yeah, so that's
almost triple, actually.
Well, you can tell Sean's older than me.
They did grow faster. That's true. So yeah, so we are, okay, so this is, we're approaching University High School right here. So we're on Campus Drive. So this actually gets you like gets you parallel to UC Irvine. I think it runs you run through UC Irvine right here.
And it looks like school must be out because there's a lot of traffic right now.
Yeah, I can't wait till I go to high school.
So speaking of going to high school, Sean has several cousins that went to Uni High School.
Yeah, it's a good school. I mean, it's, again, if you want something challenging, this is why we talk about the potential downsides. Everyone knows that, okay, if you go on niche.com, Irvine Irvine Unified School District is ranked, I think, second, right? I think number one
Orange
is
County.
Laguna Beach. Yeah. But that's kind of not fair because Irvine serves about 300,000 people. Laguna Beach serves about 30. Like it's literally a tenth of the size. So it's kind of hard to judge it off that. So again, a huge school, well, not huge, but like it's a large school system.
Yeah.
very highly rated on niche.com, and University High School, like as Courtney mentioned, is either first or second with Troy High School in Fullerton. And obviously some of the downsides is that it's very, to keep up with the students, it can be a little bit ominous and daunting.
Yeah.
Because
it's very competitive.
Very competitive.
And they do give a lot of work. So just in our experience with other parents that we know that have kids in the Irvine Unified School District, just the amount of homework, this is all anecdotal, but just the amount of homework that is given compared to what our kids get.
Not that they're given a little.
Our kids, I spend an hour a day with the kids doing homework, at least. Of course, I give extra because that's just the way I am, but...
Cracking that whip.
Yes. But I mean, the amount of work is a lot. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, so to our left here, this is part of UC Irvine. So this is like...
Those must be dorms.
Yeah. But so this is UC Irvine right here. So it's right next door. It's right across, Culver. And remember, we are licensed realtors here in the state of California. So as much as we love making these videos, what we love more is to help you with your real estate needs. So whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, what you want to do is you want to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
Or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back.